hello people who are joining. Hello, hello, hello. So as you know, it's going to be a kind of like Q&A, plus I've got like a bunch of games as well for today's live. And obviously we've got Maddie joining us, which is really exciting. So let me just see if... Right, when she comes on, I'll add her. But yeah, it's really exciting. I've got some questions to ask her and then like a bunch of games because who doesn't love a good game? And if you were actually watching last week, I did like a 6 quiz. I've got a few of like the ideas from that. So yeah, exciting stuff. When you set a reminder on your phone because you're so excited. To be fair, I was a bit worried because I didn't set a reminder about it being at 6, and I kind of forgot that it was today because obviously I think I announced it on like Monday, and then today I was like, oh yes, it's today. So yeah, let me... Where is Maddie? We've got a missing Boleyn. Can I search her? Will that work? Is she watching? No, I can't do that. Okay. You're gonna have to bear with me. Because I don't really know how to occupy this time. How's everyone doing? I literally just watched your TikTok. Oh my god, I've been getting so into TikTok lately. I've been watching a bunch and I was like, also I did that video where I reacted to your guys doing TikToks, and then I was like, maybe I should make some more TikToks, so that's what I did this afternoon. Yeah. Maddie tut tut. Guys, where is Maddie at? Where's Maddie at? This will be this like embarrassment where like she just doesn't come in and I'm gonna have to do like an interview with myself. What's your TikTok? It's the same username as my Instagram. Oh my gosh. Wait, 70 people are watching. Maddie, where are you? Maddie! Maybe we should all shout and then she'll come. Maybe that will work. Oh, I think she's on. Hello! Let me... Your makeup is amazing. Thank you. It's so basic. I'm a very basic person.
Hello! Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Oh my gosh, I love your eyeshadow.
Thank you. It's been a bit Kay Howard today.
Yeah.
So why? Just was.
I guess I'm like kind of arrogant. I don't really know.
Yes, I love it.
This is usually like my standard look, but
yeah. Oh, I love it. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What about you?
Good. Yeah, good. Kind of like taking it day by day. Yeah, good. Yeah. keeping on.
Cool. So I thought I'll like kick this off with some questions that I've got for you.
Amazing.
So the first one is all about your isolation imagination, because obviously that's like your huge project you've been doing over the last 28 days.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know, why did you start it? What was the idea behind that?
Basically, I was trying to think of something that would keep people busy. I know other people were running like dance workshops and some people were running musical theatre workshops and singing lessons, and I thought, well, I don't run any of those, so what can I do with this time? And I thought, well, let's start something with this page. And yeah, I'm just going to close this door 1 second because someone's put the washing machine on and I think it's
that's fine.
Please bear with. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry.
Right, I'm back. Okay, cool. As I was answering it, I was like, okay, so basically I thought, well, what can I use this platform for that I've suddenly got because of the show? And I thought, well, let's do something creative and just people can get out their emotions and can do fun things and whatever they want to do. But the idea that I started with was journaling, because I journal a lot and I love writing everything out and writing all my emotions out, and it really helps me. So I thought, well, might help other people, and yeah, it kind of has. So it's kind of, yeah, keeping on going with it really. There's 2 more days at the moment, and I'm kind of going to see how it goes afterwards and see when it gets to 30 days, what I'm going to do with it. But yeah.
Cool. So you also do poetry, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I am a poet. I mean, I like poetry. And there are times I can go like ages with not doing nothing and like no inspiration whatsoever, and then I'll randomly have a week where I'm like writing all of it, and then I'll have like another year of nothing. So
Yeah.
but I do love it. I do love poetry. Yeah.
Did you expect so many people to participate in your isolation imagination?
No, not at all. I was thinking like, I don't know, 5 people. I was thinking like 5 maybe, and it would all be like, I don't know, people sending in mega sixes, which people do, and it's really fun. But I was thinking that was going to be it. But then there's been people that have joined, and there's been journaling all the way through. There's been people that have someone made, I don't know whether you saw it, but they've made a full kind of like Aragon mixed with Cleves costume that could be in the show. Like, it was just mind blowing. And like each day they'd send updates, and it's been so cool. There must be about, I think probably about 25-30 people that do it, that have done it from the start, and then there's other people joining every day. It's really cool, really fun. So it's so lovely to see everyone on there, and being inspired by everyone all the time, and yeah.
Do you think it's brought you closer to your fans?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's nice because I think before I didn't generally really, because of how busy the show is, I didn't generally respond very much to messages and reposting things, just because there was so much going on when there'd be the show, and then you'd be doing rehearsals, and then this, and so I didn't really post much. But it's been really nice to, when my signal's been good, been meeting people. Oh, nightmare. But meeting people, that's why I'm so sorry that I was a couple of minutes late. I tried the normal spot I was at, and then that worked, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, so I was moving around and then found a spot. So it's going to be the new spot. So I'm really sorry, but yeah, but I'm so relieved. But yeah, so then I've been able to see people on the live, and like actually see people face to face, and chat to people about the show, and it's been really lovely. It's felt like everyone's kind of come together and in kind of finding the positives, and also acknowledging that it's not always positive every day. Like, I think that's what's really brought some people together, is it got to like halfway through, and I thought, and someone posted, I can't think of who posted, but posted something like, I've had a bit of a naff day, and I felt something like I felt quite bad for it, and I thought, oh no, like, I hope it hasn't been that I've just been, let's find the positives because it's all positive, because it's not. Like, we're all going up and down and finding our way. So that's brought everyone together as well. I think it's just been really cool to get to know everyone, and the Queendom itself, and how amazing it is. It's been so lovely.
The same. So do you think you will continue it, or do something slightly different after the 30 days?
I think I'm going to see how it is on 30 days. I might need a couple of days with no social media, I think, but I'm going to see. And then after that, I think I might do a thing where I ask people, like almost put a question box and ask people for ideas, because I've been trying to find an idea for every day, and I'm not gonna lie, it's getting to the point where I'm thinking, right, I've done a music playlist, I've done a photo album, I've done this, I don't know what else to do. And it's so, because I need to make the challenges are kind of, I've made them for everyone who can do it through art or through journaling, or it doesn't have to be just journaling. So in order to cover it all, it's kind of been like, they've got to be quite specific. So I'm going to ask people what they maybe want to do, and if there are ideas, because everyone gives such amazing ideas anyway, that it'll be really cool to kind of widen that collaboration, and actually pass it over to the fans a bit, and go, what do you want to make this like with time? But I'm going to see if I need a few days first. Start like almost like part 2. But yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how your Instagram stories are coping. Like, you must have millions and millions of just people's posts.
It's mad. Like, I mean, I remember I think when it got to the first time I did a live at 5, or like I did a live, but then later on called it live at 5. But the first time I did that night, when I'd said, oh, who wants to join? I got, you know, the circle thing that shows how many people are tagged in posts. That's in the show normally, that's kind of like 20 about 20 posts a night because people tag.
Okay.
And this was like 100 plus to posts. So I was like, what? And it was like, one of them was like 120 tags or something. I was like, what's going on? It was crazy. But it's been really cool, like seeing how it's grown. I never thought it would be as grow as much as it has. So it's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, mad.
Cool. Okay, so I've got some like more general musical theatre questions.
Amazing.
And then I say musical theatre, there is as a Disney question, so we'll just pretend that's just in there. So I don't know, I assume you've probably heard of Heathers.
Yes.
So if you can play anyone in Heathers, who would you want to play?
Ooh, someone asked this the other day, and I can't remember the second name because I'm awful with the second names.
I don't know which was which.
It's the header in the green blazer.
Duke?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one in the green blazer that's kind of like, that gets like told to be like shut up all the time. Yeah. Stapes has just said Duke. Yeah. And then Heather Chandler gets it's a spoiler, but gets and then she kind of takes over. Like I like her. I think she's like the underdog. It's quite cool.
I know what you mean. Because I remember, I think the first time I ever listened to it, when she has that like big song in like Act 2, where she like changes her clothes. I was like, that's a good one.
So cool.
So what Disney princess do you think you're most like?
I think Belle.
Belle.
I love a good library. And I mean, it sounds so not superficial, but I just love the library and I love her clothes and I love it. But also I think she's just lovely, and she stands up for, I think it's who I'd like to be like. She stands up for what she believes in, and she kind of holds her own and stands her ground and is strong in that. She doesn't let anyone kind of walk over her until she decided she wants to be part of it too. Like, I think that's really important. And but if not her, I love Mulan as well. The qualities that she has, I just think she's so epic with the whole. I'm gonna do it anyway. I think I'm more like Belle, but I'd love to be like Mulan. I think she's really cool.
Solid.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were Jenna in Waitress and you had to name a pie after yourself, what would you name it and what would it have in it?
That's such a good question.
It's kind of hard though. Like, I feel like it's not the one to put you on the spot, but
I feel like it's gonna be the best because it's like the most random answer. I don't know why this comes to my mind, and it doesn't actually make sense in every bit of random pie. I think that's what, I don't know why that comes to my mind. But I think because for some reason I'm seeing like all different colours and like sprinkles thrown on, and like the random jelly lemons thrown on, and like the silver balls that you can eat like thrown on, all crazy, you know. But yeah, I think that.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's very crazy and wacky. I'd like to eat it though. Sounds tasty.
Ooh, yeah. I'd like to make it. I'm going to look up, like, you know, the unicorn cake recipes when they've got all different colours. I might look that up.
Do that as a pie.
Inspired me. What would yours be? Do you have one?
So I had one, because I did this before. I did a Waitress video. My friend asked me about it. I can't remember. I think mine was something with mint, because I love mint. But I think I called it, this is basically copyright. It was green is the new black. But
I love that.
Which is also like a play on Orange is the New Black. But I was like the minty kind of green. Yeah. I don't know how that's really about me though, but
so cool. Yeah. Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Epic.
What's your favourite emoji?
I can't think. I'm gonna look up which is the first one that pops up. I think it's the green love heart. The green love heart pops up.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It is. I think it's got to be that. The green love heart, or the face with the glasses that's like,
Oh,
like
the cool one.
it's either those. Yeah. They're the first that pop up.
Do you think you use the green heart because you play Boleyn? Like, do you think it's like your signature emoji?
Well, the funny thing is, I used that before because I love the colour green anyway. Like, and it kind of was really good chance that she wears an entirely green costume. drawing. I love it. But I used to use it before. I don't know when it started. Probably like second year of me being at Central. I think I just used the green love heart for some weird reason, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I kept it. And then it kind of just worked. And then I changed it for the show. I changed it to like green love heart, crown, green love heart, because then that's my little kind of staple, like that's the thing that I put at the end of messages relating to 6. So yeah, so it kind of worked with it kind of carried on. Yeah. What colour is yours? Do you have?
Wait, let me have a look. What my? Oh, mine is either is either like the heart, but like the 2 hearts, that one.
Yeah.
Or this face.
I like that.
I just do that a lot.
That can cover everything. It can cover like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. To oh gosh, like it's like so much. I like that. That's good.
Dude.
That's good.
So obviously, like, your Instagram, you've got like a highlight all on quotes. Do you have like a favorite quote that like really resonates with you?
Ooh. It changes day by day, but I do love, there's one that really stuck with me in a kind of lesson I learned. Not lesson I learned. I think something happened and I was like, this is definitely a quote that is like resembles like now. It was a proper moment. And it's stay humble, work hard, be kind.
Oh.
And I think the be kind bit really stuck with me because something had happened and this is way before this, like quite a few years ago, and I remember seeing it and thought, yes, because you can work hard and you can be humble, but if you're not kind, it doesn't really mean anything. Like at the end of the day, in a situation, if you're a really hard worker and you're talented, but and you're kind, then people have got to spend time with you at the end of the day, haven't they? If you're in a group of people that you're not going to look forward to spending time with because they're not nice, then you're not going to want to, I don't know, be employed with them or spend time with them. Whereas if they're nice people, as well as being hardworking and all this, then I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It just that I think that kindness comes first. I think hard work and kindness comes first. Talent can come second, because if you've got some talent and you're working hard at it and you're kind, that you can progress so much more than talent and not being nice, if that makes sense. So that really sticks with me. I think it's one that I try and send to people that want a quote. I think that's the first one that I'd send. I think the other one is there's a lovely quote. I can't think of the specifics, but it's like it's mighty oaks from little acorns grow. And I love it because it's almost like you see these massive oak trees and you think, how did they get that big? And they started off this tiny seed, like tiny little oak.
Oh, like, that's lovely.
Acorn. Do you know what I mean? And then I think it's that whole idea in Harry Potter where he says all the famous witches and wizards in history started out just like us. And it's that whole thing of you just have to start from something small and just work at it, and you'll blossom into a mighty oak tree. And I don't know, it's cute. And it's a bit of Peter Pan. Like I like the whole Peter Pan acorn idea. But there's like random quotes off the top of my head that I can think of.
I remember there was this quote by this library I used to like go past like every day from school, and it used to have this quote on it, and it was like, today is a gift, that's why we call it the present, which is like kind of really cute.
Yeah, that's so lovely.
And it just sticks with me. I think it's just really sweet. But
that's such a lovely idea. I like that. I'm gonna add that little list. That's so nice. Oh
so what's your dream role, like dream?
I don't know if I can. Okay, the first one that comes to mind is Maureen in Rent. I just think she's epic. In all ways. I think with being a queer icon and unapologetically herself, and the Over the Moon song is just brilliant. I think it's one of the most random songs in the world, and it's just the best. So there's that one. but also, I mean, this is so cliche, but I'm going to say anyway because it's been since I've been little, but and not soon. I mean, I'm not ready for it soon. I'd love it to be in about 10 years or so maybe, but if I, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, if, you know, whatever. But Elphaba or Glinda in Wicked, either or. It used to be just Elphaba, and recently I've thought, you know, Glinda's cool, so, you know,
yeah,
we'll see. We'd see what happens. But yeah, I know it's cliche, but they're definitely some of them. Yeah, love it. Which one do you play? If you could play anyone.
Okay, so I'd want to play Juliet in And Juliet.
Yes.
Because she gets to fly on a chandelier, and like that's just like a dream of mine. That's it. That's the only reason. Not because of the amazing songs or the great choreography. It's the chandelier.
That's the best reason, hands down. That's amazing. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, absolutely.
All six.
Very good. Yeah.
For the laughs. I feel like it'd be good fun.
I love that idea. Yes, flying on a chandelier. That's as good a reason as any. Love it.
So I had some people sending questions to ask you.
Ooh, fab.
So I'll read their name out with their question. So Naomi asked if your Boleyn costume could be the colour of another Queen's costume, Queen's colour, what would it be?
Oh, that's a great idea. Someone edited one that was like Seymour's, like black and white, and that just looked really chic and really cool.
I can totally see it.
I really liked that.
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, black and white. That'd be really cool.
With like the panels being like white.
Yeah.
And then, like, I can see
it's
that.
almost like silvery, and you know, like the pattern of it is like almost like
holographic.
Psychedelic, but you're not holographic. That's the word. Yeah, yeah. So it looks really like starry kind of night. It was really cool. Yeah, that'd be love it.
So Rebecca asks, how old were you when you got into performing?
I was, so if we go way back, performing technically would be when I was like 4, when I did like a little ballet solo in this like elephant costume when I was tiny. It wasn't elephant. I'm confusing that with the other little ones of the year. What was I? Winnie the Pooh, I think. Winnie the Pooh costume, which is very cute. But so that's technically, but I think properly, probably I did a play in, what was it, year 8, and that's the first time that I thought I want to mix the acting with everything else. That's the first time I thought, oh, this is something that I would really actually like to do properly, and not just that I find it fun. And then it was probably from then on it just grew, and then I got to about 16 and thought, no, I want to go to drama school and do this properly and do musical theatre. So it's probably about 16 that I had that head of, yeah, I want to do this. But I started relatively young. But again, I've had people message saying, I'm 22 and I want to get into musical theatre. Is that too old? Or I'm 14 and I want to get into performing. Is that too old? And it's not. Like, you can get into performing it. That's the beauty of it, really. You can get into this industry at whatever age you want. There's not a limit to when you can start. So, but yeah, for me it was like 16 and older that I was like, yeah, I want to do this properly.
Yeah. Did you always sing? Was that
yeah I did. I was really shy though, really shy for when did I start properly? I think the first time I performed, I had this really nervous solo when I was like 11, when it was Feed the Birds, and I used to have a really strong lisp. So I literally was like this really quiet, feed the birds, prepares the bag, like for ages. It was blessed, little me. It was cute. And then I had that for ages until I was a lot older. I had a lisp, and
yeah, I had a lisp too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, lisp funny. It's so funny, isn't it? That it kind of gradually goes and then like pops back every now and again. Like I still have it sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but and then I was so shy for years, and it was only when I was leaving to go to drama school that I thought, oh, okay. Then when I got into drama school, I was like, oh, okay, like I'm all right. Like, and that was about 16, 17 that I got in. And I went at 18, and then from there it obviously grew in confidence. But I was so shy, shy. And it's still growing now. But yeah.
So would you say you're strongest in, like, what would you say you're strongest in out of dance, drama?
I love all three so much, but I definitely say I couldn't go into fame. Do you know what I mean? If someone asked me to do a triple pirouette, all this, I'd be like, nah, I can't. Sorry. Like on a really good day with like caffeine and everything, I could possibly do a single in a bit, but like that's not, you know. Acting probably is like my top priority. Acting, singing, dance, I think. Because I just love it. I went to drama school. The musical theatre course I went to was like focused on acting. Well, acting for musical theatre. So we did more acting, and then kind of I'd say 60% acting, 40% singing and dance, and it was evened out in second and third year. So yeah, acting I'd say is my kind of top thing. Yeah.
Cool. So Abby asked, what was your reaction when you first listened to Six? Did you know straight away you wanted to be in the show?
Right. So this is a kind of funny story. I found out I hadn't listened to the musical because it had been so rushed. From third year is like a whirlwind, crazy time, and that's when the start of, I think the end of second year was when for me was when Six was getting really big. Looking back on the timeline, it was when it first started. Yeah. And it went on before, and I was in third year, and I knew people that had gone to Edinburgh Fringe and seen it there, and came like, this musical is amazing, like everyone but because of third year and it's how crazy it was, I just kind of, I don't know why, but I didn't have time to listen to it. So I found out that I had an audition for it, and then I went to see it that night, which was a couple of nights before my audition, and that's the first time I heard the music when I saw it, and I was really glad that was like the first time, because I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
I was just, I mean, it was an amazing, I think Grace Muir tweeted on the day that I went saying that audience was like wild. It was a Thursday 9 p.m. audience, and she was like, that audience was absolutely wild, like, thank you. So the vibe that it was just amazing.
Yeah.
And I went out and just literally, I couldn't get to sleep that night. I was like bouncing off the walls, and I immediately, I think as soon as the curtain opened and they all were like divorced, I was like, right, I want to be in it now. I've never seen any of the songs or any of the dance, so I was like, yeah, now. So I knew as soon as that, and then I didn't know who I was up for, but I had, as I was watching it, I was trying to think in my head, what's my casting most like? And I remember thinking Boleyn was like stand out, my casting, young, kind of sprightly, like, do you know what I mean? At the time, that was my casting, still kind of is, obviously. And I just thought, as soon as Don't Lose Your Head ended, and Millie performed it that night, and I was just like, you're amazing, and your energy is amazing, and to do that role would be amazing. And it just, I don't know, back off the walls, and then it all kind of worked out, so that was good.
Oh my gosh.
So lucky, so grateful.
What a dream.
Yeah, such a dream.
Okay, so Quinn asked, do touring or West End productions entice you more?
Ooh, well, I actually said to myself in third year, I was like, I'd love to get a tour, because I hadn't travelled much at all around the UK. Right. Southampton and Lincoln and London, where I lived for like 3 years, is probably everywhere I'd been. Like, I'd not really seen anywhere else, didn't really know where everything else was. So I thought I'd love to go on a tour, because I'd love to see the UK and also kind of meet different people and go different places. So that enticed me for a tour. But I'd say they're equal. Like, I think there's perks to both, because I love London so much. And my first job, I was really lucky for it to be in London, and I had a base and I could really enjoy it and not worry about traveling, because I think you can dream, like, think, oh, a tour would be amazing, and then you get a tour and you go, oh, like, there's digs and there's traveling and there's this and that, and you start thinking of the facts a bit, which are, once you're used to it, is really exciting. But if you haven't done one before, it's like, what is going on? So I was really lucky to have my first job in London, to kind of go, oh, I've done my first job and now I want to do a job on tour, and that prepped me really well for kind of professional life, I think. So, but I'd say equal, because they're both amazing and have their perks. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. So so Izzy asked, what's your favorite pair of shoes that you own?
That's such a good question.
I love it.
Think, do I want to go practical or like fancy? Now I'll go practical. The ones that I wear all the time. I've got a pair of Nike trainers that are like, they're red mainly, but they've got really random flower patterns all over it.
Ooh.
They remind me of summer, and they're the comfiest shoes ever. Like, I think I've had them for about, we got them in 2015, so 5 years, and they're still, like, fine.
Yeah.
So they're my favorite. Yeah, I love them.
Solid.
I also, they're like my power shoes. I've got like a really chunky pair of black boots that I actually wore for the audition for Six in the dance round, and I was like, I want to wear these because they're comfy, but also like they make me feel really powerful in myself, and they're now special because I'm like, they're my like balloon shoes. And the shoes in the show. Oh my gosh! Why didn't I say that? The shoes in the show are like amazing. But yeah. What are yours? What's your favorite pair?
Oh, to be fair, I love like a classic black and white Van.
Yes.
Like,
comfy style. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
And they go with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a bit quirky. I like it. Good.
That was gonna be mine. Okay, so I have some like this or that questions.
Okay. Ooh,
so it'll be like this or this, and then you have to say which one you think over the other. You don't have to play. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you.
Bad.
Okay.
Oh no, I love it.
Okay, musicals or plays?
Musicals.
Singing or dancing?
Singing.
Summer holidays or winter holidays?
I've got to ask a question and be more specific. Is it like I'm going on holiday for summer, or is it like the summer break?
Ooh, you're going on holiday for the summer.
Yeah, summer holidays then. Yeah. Summer holidays. Because I love a good winter break when it's cozy and you're like with family and you're all cozy and watching movies. But I love a summer holiday where you're going on holiday. Yeah. The long answer to the short question.
Flats or heels?
Flats. Yeah.
Pasta or rice?
Pasta. Hands down. Pasta.
Well, so you like go to like pasta sauce?
Well. The other day, I'm vegan, and I haven't been able to find like a thick cheesy sauce that's actually tasted cheesy. Like there's been, pardon me, there's been like cashew sauce, which is nice, that's tasty, but it hasn't like tasted the same. And I worked out how to make a proper thick macaroni cheese sauce that actually tastes like actual macaroni cheese.
Oh my gosh!
And I was like, I actually sat there and with each bite, I was like, I can't believe it's happening right now. So that's my favorite. It's with like apple with cheese mixed in with like melted. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, that macaroni cheese, that sauce is my favorite.
Sounds divine. City or countryside?
City. Cool. Yeah, love the city.
Eyeliner or mascara?
Mascara, because if you don't have eyeliner with it, it still works. Whereas if you have eyeliner and no mascara, I look like I haven't got eyes. So that's it.
Ballet or tap?
Yeah. I did more ballet, but I love tap. Like I enjoy tap more, so I'd say tap. Yeah.
Cool. Piercings or tattoos?
I haven't got a tattoo, but I'd love one. So tattoos, I think. Yeah.
What do you want to get?
I don't know. Thing is, I don't know where. It's hard in this industry because, like, especially if, like, because I'd love to be submitted still for like film and TV and stuff. So for some things, if you've got tattoos, if it's period stuff, they're not interested because obviously there's like going for it and they want someone that's like looks the period. So I'd have to hide it. I think I do one maybe like here because then I'd get like a bra over it or whatever.
Yeah.
I think a quote, but then I'd have to think for ages about what quote and let it sit with me and like it for a good like year. Because I think if I rushed it and I got it and I didn't like it, I'd just be thinking I can't. Or like a really lovely, like thin, you know, like the really detailed flowers, but like the really thin ink, so it looks really dainty. I like those.
Oh.
Or like watercolor. I love like watercolor looking ones.
Yeah,
they're really nice. And I've seen ones that are like here that are like flowers that look like they're really watercolor. I like those. Cool. Have you got tattoos?
No.
Do you want one, or is it not your?
No, it's not on my like list of things to do.
Yeah.
I probably will get one though when I'm older. I feel like it's a nice thing to do.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? Each to their own. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I know loads of people that have the idea and then they're like, nah. Because I think the idea, for me, I love the idea of getting one, but the idea of getting one that I don't like really scares me, because I'm just like, you're stuck with it forever.
Yeah.
What do you do then? And that I'm just like, rather not risk it than risk it and hate it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get like temporary tattoos, I guess.
Yeah, and have fun with those. Yeah.
Okay, tea or coffee?
Tea.
How do you take your tea?
I take it oat milk with 2 sugars. Or almond milk, whatever. But like 2 sugars. Really milky. I like milky tea.
Cool. Starters or desserts?
Starters. I love a good starter.
Yeah, I see the same thing.
Yeah.
Neon or pastel?
Neon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I love like a black and a white, or black or white with one clear neon thing. Like I wouldn't wear a whole outfit of neon. I think I am so pale that it wouldn't work. Like I think I'd just be washed out with neon. But I think I love like a good like all black and then a pop of like neon earrings or things like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you neon or pastel?
Pastel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I tend to go for that more colours. Like if I wear like a tie dye. I love tie dye. But like, you know, when it's more pastel colours, if it's like
so it's still kind of like kooky but like soft and like
yeah,
I like that.
or like, you know, you get like pastel highlighters, they're like really like fancy ones. I love them.
Like that. Oh yeah, nice.
Theme park or water park?
Water park. Yeah.
Fair enough. Netflix or Disney Plus?
Netflix, because I'm obsessed with The Good Place and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Binging Brooklyn Nine-Nine at the moment, and I cannot get enough of it. Netflix.
I'd say Netflix too.
Yeah, nice.
Although I haven't watched Tiger King yet, and everyone's telling me to watch it.
Yeah, same. Got no idea. I've seen all the memes and thinking, oh gosh, what is it? Yeah. We'll have to watch it. Well, I'll let you know if I watch it and what I think. And,
okay, yeah. I'll get you